let me show you guys how I made this awesome Korean inspired pizza that has like flavor that is out of this world. So I was in the store with my wife, the Korean grocery store, and I saw this fish sausage, this fish cake sausage, and I remembered I'd bought it before and I just love it. Like the Wang Company, they make all these great like Korean frozen foods and stuff, and I had to get it, and I thought, you know what I want to do with this? I want to use it like pepperoni on a pizza. It's not actually fishy or anything. It's just like slightly sweet, seafoody. The only annoyance is getting the packaging off, but you know, we figure it out. I realize it looks really unappetizing, guys, but trust me, it tastes great. And we're gonna make a special sauce to go with this that's gonna pair amazingly. Just ignore the one that fell off the table. I threw that one in the trash. To go with fish sausage, of course, we gotta have green onions. That's gonna be bright and flavorful and delicious. I never learned proper knife techniques, so I go slow. Fresh mozzarella, I just love the way it melts and gives you that gooey deliciousness and gives you a beautiful like look of cheese splotches and sauce splotches on your pizza. It's gorgeous. We're gonna have kimchi, and then the sauce is gonna be made with gochujang, a spicy fermented bean paste from Korea, a little bit of rice vinegar, some soy sauce, and some tomato paste. Oh, and I almost forgot crushed garlic. A lot of crushed garlic. It's spicy, it's savory, it's garlicky. It has a tiny bit of tang from the vinegar. It's a really good pizza sauce. Gochujang is something you guys should all be trying out in your recipes. I'm using a store-bought pizza dough that I have just cold fermented for a couple days, and I'm gonna stretch it by hand. Gotta get nice and floury so it doesn't stick. This store-bought dough is like really good, and it saves you so much time from trying to make my own every time I want to have a pizza. It takes a little bit of patience to get it hand stretched, but it's worth the effort. Always check to make sure it doesn't stick. I don't like to use too much sauce, but I like to spread it nice and thin, edge to edge. I want to cover like even the very edge of the crust because I love the way that it'll bake into the exposed parts of the dough. And it gives your pizza like a beautiful color. If you're worried about using your hands, you can always get a pastry brush too. Kimchi is a powerful flavor, so I don't want to put too much on there. And in general, I don't want to overtop my pizza. I feel like that's the thing that American pizza falls victim to a lot, just way too many toppings. So I'm just going to rip up these pieces nice and small and spread them out. So they'll give, you know, a tangy bite mixed in with the onion and the fatty cheese and the fish sausage. I'm just pretending these are pepperoni, so I'm putting as much pepperoni as I would want on here. Enough that you'll get a couple pieces on every slice. you don't want to cover it edge to edge with cheese, because cheese spreads out and you need like way less than you think to make a balanced pizza. Maybe you don't want to make a balanced pizza, and that's your personal choice, but I like to be able to taste every ingredient individually and how they work together as a little symphony. So I try to be more sparing than I think I should be, put on less cheese than I think I should, and that ends up coming out perfect. I put on my onions last because they're pretty and I don't want them to be hidden by everything else and buried, and I want their flavor to kind of shine as the top high note above everything else. Now it's going into a 550 degree oven on a pizza steel that has been preheating for an hour at 550 degrees, so it'll cook very fast. Once you get the pizza on the steel, I switch it over to the broiler, and within 5 minutes, it's done. Look at that crust. My wife got me the pizza steel for Christmas, and it has changed my pizza game entirely. Thank you so much, baby. If you're wondering what that tool is, it's called a mezzaluna, a half moon, and it's just a fun way to cut your pizza. I just Googled it and found one at a local store and picked it up, I don't know, God, 10 years ago. Look at that stretchy cheese. Oh my God. This pizza's spicy, it's savory, and it's kind of healthy. Like, the fish sausage has next to 0 calories in it, basically, and everything else is pretty low cal too.
It's so good. Spicy, sweet, fish sausagey, but not like fishy. Little onion, little garlic, savory tomato. Perfect crust. Thank you, Pizza Steel.